Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well for a Mercato update, or at least that's what we will try to do following the news. You know that around 11 p.m. that's where it starts to be really hot. Yesterday, out of nowhere, Cuadrado to Inter. Apparently now they are speaking about Morata going to Inter as well. After Marotta, after Asamoah, after Antonio Conte, after so many players, Inter, they continue with their strategy. If it worked for Juve, it will work for Inter anyway. I hope you're all doing well, ragazzi. Today we'll try to also have some updates about Romelu Lukaku that... while we were all speaking about him, he's there, in the woods, in the park, really at 4 kilometers from my house. If you are asking yourself, how do you know Beppe? Well, I know, I just know. Then, if he's still there or not, I have no idea, but we will do the Beppective today to understand where is Lukaku. Then, do we have certainties that Lukaku will be a Juve player at the moment? No. More the days are going, more I have the feeling that maybe we started imagining the number 9 of Belgium at Juventus, while at the end he will not even come. We'll speak about Lukaku, of course. We'll speak about Lukaku, we'll speak about Vlahovic, we'll speak about Kessié, about Samardzic, about Pogba, Ealing Jr., about whoever you want to, because that's the night, and especially the one that is on the thumbnail, Arthur, that is going to Fiorentina. Not bad. Ranocchia, gone. Arthur, gone. Maybe Barbieri, if we are following the Telegram group that you can find scanning the QR code. Well, Barbieri is also a really important player if we want to use him to exchange with another player that we are on, like Holm. Fresh news by Alfredo Perulla that you can see here in the Telegram group posted like how much? 4 minutes ago. Juventus have Holm in their grip. Attenzione. Holm is in the grip of Juventus. The Juventus club could insert the technical counterparts who are there. Barbieri, for example, that is really liked by Spezia. Reported by Alfredo Perulla. Still, why not? Alone? Could be to lower the asking price of the team that will play in second division. We will see. Fredrik Brandt is not happy because he's saying that he is absolutely not a good player. Holm is a good player, ragazzi. Holm is a good player. Young, really beautiful potential. I saw a lot of people in the chat. I saw people that were happy. I saw people that were not happy. I saw people that were super angry. I saw that Jan van Engeland was there. I don't know if he's still there. I see Softic as well. Buongiorno. Ciao Elio, the first one that was writing in the chat today. Hello Beppe. Ciao everyone. Ciao to Sasha. Ciao to Vito Pileggi and Anel. I was about to say Anelka, but no, it's Anel Neskic. Ciao Styler Z, ciao Sir Raz, ciao Juan Echeveri, Tom Si Bungsu, Bogdan Gradisteanu. We have Marian Menegazzo, Punsara 2007, Aldo, Arment, Jan van Engeland, as I already told, Juve Sebastiano with Morata and Cuadrado. Both are snakes. When you go to Inter, you are a snake, according to Juve Sebastiano. Ciao Mikey, ciao Palto, ciao Sordiero, ciao to GJustjuve MP Black and White, or White and Black, whatever you want to call it, Bianconeri. Ciao Rakan, Juventus FC is my life. Rakan is always on top of the new Juventus news, and when he doesn't understand something, he is asking, Beppe, can you explain me a bit more? Sending me DMs that I'm going crazy with Rakan, but I'm happy because at least it's showing a lot of passion for Juventus. Ciao Anthony Schifano, that he is on the purple platform or that he's on the red platform, whatever, he doesn't care. Anthony is following everywhere. Ciao Anthony, 52 are waiting, only 27 likes. I don't know. Are we that much already? Are we that much? I don't know. I don't even see the viewers. Why? Where are the viewers of YouTube? Boo. The viewers are gone. I have no idea how much people we are in the chat at the moment watching the live. Let me check. Ragazzi, let me check. We are at the moment with 214. Why? What is happening? Ragazzi, we signed nobody. 240 people. You're crazy. What are you doing? What are you expecting? You're crazy. I was expecting we were like 50, 60 people. We are with more than 200 Juventini on the chat. Thank you. I don't know what to say except of thank you. Okay, then tell me what you want to talk about. Ciao, Victor. Victor Nadan became a member of the channel. Really appreciated, my friend. Really appreciated Victor Nad that became a member of the channel. Ciao to Ali Reza Nasiri. Hey, I had a really great friend. His name, he was Moroccan. He's still Moroccan. It's not dead yet, I think. Khalid Nasiri. Living in Antwerp, in Belgium. And Moroccan. Really great friend of me. Nasiri. Just like you. Ali Reza, where are you from? Are you from Morocco as well? I'm curious about that. Beppe, did you see we are nutmegging Ealing Jr.? Yes, I saw that. I will show you the images because I can't show you the videos, of course. But I can show you, of course, the beautiful nutmeg of Timothy Weah that today was at La Continassa. First training with the team. You can already see some videos of him. Really nice. And then you have here the touch with the right foot, taking that ball a bit behind, touching it with the left sole, and nutmegging Ealing Jr. Ealing Jr. Pumped a lot in these last few days. Well, Ealing Jr., for the first day of Timothy Weah, he was the one that received a nutmeg. Beautiful to present himself like that for Timothy Weah. Not that beautiful for Ealing Jr. So I think that we have to start the movement Ealing Jr. out. Do you agree with me or not with Ealing Jr. out? Let me know in the comment, ragazzi. I am curious about your thoughts, your feeling about that. We have people from Botswana. Ciao Amadou Grande, La Caca and Timmy. Who is Timmy? Timothy Weah. Timmy! Beppe, if you could, what can I do, Lennon? If you could choose of these three center backs, who would you take? Laporte, Bella Kotchap, and Mavropanos.
It's time.
Ragazzi, Mavropanos is the guy looks like, you know, in Belgium you have a place where they're selling sandwiches and bread, and it's called panos. So I will show you. Belgium. Panos. Images. Go with the images. Look, this is Panos. Panos in Belgium. Here you have the logo of Panos in Belgium. And you can buy some sandwiches or some, some les cooks. I don't know how you say. Some chocolate cooks and so on. And, Panos. So Mavropanos, because the name, ragazzi, no. Then if you are telling me about Bello Ketchup, ragazzi, Bello Ketchup, it looks like this, ragazzi. I don't know what you are telling me. So if I have to choose between Panos and Ketchup, I go for Laporte. Laporte, but just because of the name. By the way, speaking about that, a funny story really fast, and then we speak about Mercato, of course. If we speak about, not Ketchup, of course, but Luciano Moggi. Luciano Moggi, at the time, he released some interviews on Italian television when they were speaking about Mercato. And you know why he didn't want to go on Kaká, the player of Milan? It's a real story, huh? He said, because imagine if we sign a player before he was known, of course, and before he arrived to Milan. He said, imagine if I sign a player that is called Kaká and he flops. Disaster. So he had that problem with people with strange names. It's a real story, yeah? And that's why he didn't sign people that had a really strange name. So Kaká, no, and I'm sure he would not have signed Mavropanos and Bello Ketchup. But Laporte, I like. Pay attention because I can't follow. It looks like it's the day of the renewals of the membership because a lot of people are renewing their membership. We had, as I told you, the first one that was, let me check, Victor Nod, but not only because Bader Nasser became a member of the channel as well. Thank you, Bader Nasser. Not only that, thank you, my friend, but also Softic, 19 months, expecting Cambiaso to stay, or otherwise you have to sell him. It's a good one, Softic. Thank you for the 19 months together with us on the channel. Like Victor and Bader, that are new members, you are one that is extending. Like Florian Ristea. Ciao Beppe, hello guys, Forza Juve. 6 months for Florian. Thank you. I try to regroup all of you, and then I will say thank you. A special thanks to Anthony Schifano that did something crazy on the channel. But first, let me answer the question of our friend Softic, or question, a statement, and I agree 100% with you. He already went on loan to Bologna. We wanted to take him in January. Bologna didn't want to, but this is not a new story. This always happens when Juventus, they loan out a player and then they realize that maybe we needed a left back, or maybe we needed a right back. We forgot. How is it possible? You know what? Let's call the player that we need because we loaned him out. They tried with, what's the name? Spinazzola back then when he was at Atalanta. No, they said no. They tried with Cambiaso, and I don't remember because my memory starts to be really crazy. But how many times did it happen that Juventus wanted to call back a loanee and the other club are saying, are you crazy? You loaned him to us, so he stays with us. So I agree with you. He was already on loan. Now he already proved himself that he can play in Serie A. Level of Juventus, I am not sure about it, but Juventus made it really clear. If he stays, he stays. And he said himself, he will take the number 27. Revealed today to a fan this morning when he was doing medical test. On the other side, if he has to leave, not that he's on the market, but if really he has to leave, then it's for 20-25 million euro. Price tag set. Then can you go to 18? Why not? You can. But no, you sell or you keep. Two options. I don't believe on loan. Today we are speaking more loans about players like Ranocchia, official today to Empoli on loan. We are speaking about loans for Artur Melo. That is a problem situation where at least you don't have to pay that much and you offload a player that unfortunately will never worked and will never work in the future with Juventus. You are speaking about loans maybe for Barbieri, for these kind of players. Cambiaso, Rovella, or Fagioli, for example, these are players that already went on loan, and it makes no sense. Ciao Cecilia, buongiorno Daniel Perone, ciao Mr. Zepp. And again, thank you for Softic. Bader Nasser became a member, we already said it. Florian Riste as well. Bogdan, 18 months, Forza Juve, I missed Juve fino alla fine. Thank you, Bogdan, 18 months, but let me say thank you to our friend Anthony Schifano that today decided to go totally crazy on the channel because he gave 5 memberships on the people that are here today randomly, and they gave it to The Door Catch. No, Serraz. No. It gave it to randomly to DK, to Steve Cano, to Alessandro Trabucco, to Brandon Agius, and to Sebi. Sebi, all of you guys received a membership from Anthony Schifano. Please say thank you to him. And also, if you are now a member of the channel, please use these emotes that needs a refresh, because we are starting the new season. There are some players there that we have to offload. I don't remember if we still have Di Maria. Let me check. Di Maria. Yes, Di Maria and so on are still there. So maybe it's the last time that you're using them. Then we have to offload all of these people because they left. Then we have to change them. We have to change them. Oh, check. Allora, attenzione, because apparently there is a news from Alfredo Pedulla. And we will check in our Telegram group if it has been reported. I'm sure yes, because our new admin, FB, and it's not FBI, it's not Federico Bernardeschi, it is not Fabiana Bellavalle, it is FB. FB is telling us on the Telegram group tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, Arthur will meet Fiorentina. The club would like to pay only 25-30% of the salary received by the Brazilian. No. Oh, here Camiso is starting to exaggerate. No. Because this morning we were speaking about 50%. 25-30%, here we are starting to really exaggerate. I also would like so many things in my life. I would also like to look like Timothy Weah. Beautiful smile, fantastic haircut. Look at that picture. But the problem is that not everything is possible in life. 25-30%. I believe he's earning 5 million net. Because Juventus took him from abroad, we are paying him 7.5. 7.5 gross. If you're calculating 7.5, 30%, that's how much divided by 30%, 75. It's not a lot, huh? That's really not a lot. If they want to give us like 2 million euro, it's not a lot. Apparently, they would have loaned us, pay us a fee for the loan of 2 million euro if they want to. It's a lot of money, ragazzi. Huh? I don't know. Like this, we don't win a lot. We don't win a lot. Let me check. Paul. No. I'm always writing Paul also here on YouTube, but it makes no sense. There is just one touch that I have to go for, and it's not this one. Let's do a poll. So, Arthur, Fiorentina, 2 million fee plus how much? We said 2 million salary paid by them, huh? Yes, do it, Beppe. No. At least 50% of salary, or no risk for another team. Okay. Let's go. 4 options, ragazzi. No, 3 options. Yes, do it, whatever. It's a desperate case, and nobody else will take it. And at least you offload the player, even if you are paying him a lot. And if they give us 30%, you still have to pay like 70% of his salary, which is really a lot. I don't believe, guys, because it's really late, and while I'm talking, I can't calculate. 30% of 7.5 million euro gross, it's even less than that. Huh? It's even less than 2 million euro. Or you go with no, at least 50% of the salary has to be paid by Fiorentina, or no, F them, and then you wait and you risk that another team is going on the player. 30% is really low. I tell you the truth, 30% is really, really low. Ciao Giuseppe, il mercato è pazzo. Grazie per tutto fino alla fine. Indeed, mercato is crazy. Juventus just getting something for Arthur is a win. He has done absolutely nothing. The other option is leaving him in the reserves and get nothing. I agree, Frederick. I agree. But 25%, 30% is really low. Then you are paying the player. You are basically paying the player, and you are just giving him to Fiorentina that will use him for 1 year. They were speaking this morning about a kind of option to buy. So 2 million for the loan plus 80 million if they want to sign him at the end of the year, which we all know. Let's not lie to ourselves. We know that they will never do it, because if at the end they go for him, they have to pay us on top of the 2 million loan 80 million euro, which is basically 20 million euro total package for Arthur, with on top of that the full salary of Arthur, that I believe that after 5 years in Italy the benefits will be gone. So from a 5 million euro net, the club Fiorentina will have to pay him 10 million euro gross. If you're looking at the salary of Fiorentina, we are far away from these kinds of amounts. We know that at the end of the year he will come back. So no. I don't care. I would not do it. When he was asking the money for Chiesa, when he was asking the money for Vlahovic, where every single day that he's going on microphones, he's proud about it. Look at how much I sold him to Juventus. Look, the deal that I made. My players, who are these players? I don't even know the player. Jovic and whatever. They are much better than Chiesa and Vlahovic. Every single day he's insulting us. I would not do it. No. You want to? Give me the money. Otherwise, ciao. Oh, ragazzi, let's not exaggerate. 50% I can kind of agree. Attenzione, because we have a news. I'm reading the news. They are not that exciting for me to go with the music. The music is for the top news, or something really surprising. What are the latest news? Giancarlo Padovan, that is a journalist, so he's giving just his opinion about the Lukaku case. He's saying, did Lukaku tell his entourage to negotiate with Juventus before the Champions League final? He said, I believe it. These things don't happen suddenly. It's an opinion from a journalist. Is it the truth? We don't know at the moment. Then, tomorrow or the day after, about Arthur, we already said, at the moment there is no solution for Leonardo Bonucci, who would like to continue in Serie A. So he's already starting to understand that he really needs to leave Juventus. If he leaves Juve, then for him, it's a team in Serie A that he wants to. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Apparently, Lazio was a kind of possibility, but not sure. I don't believe they will go all in, or especially not in this moment of Mercato. Then, contact between Juventus and West Ham are going on for the sale of Zakaria, but the situation hasn't been unlocked. Tough, eh? That Zakaria story now is starting really to drag. Can you tell me, ragazzi, because we are a lot of people in the chat, why are we taking so long before finding deals with Fiorentina for Arthur, with West Ham for Zakaria, with a lot of teams actually, to sell our players or to loan them out or whatever? What is the reason behind it? Because in the past, I remember that we were taking our time before signing a player. How much did we wait for Locatelli, for example, but other players as well, and that we had to wait so long. Now, looks like it's reverse. It's the other team that are negotiating with us, and we are really taking our time before saying, okay, is that a good news or is that a bad news? 2025, Cecilia, 2025. Pirlo will save Bonucci and Arthur to Sampdoria. No, they are Serie B, forget about it. Bonucci to Inter is the news that I'm reading a bit as a joke from Interisti. He already went to Inter, because that's where he played at the youth academy, where he was captain as well. And then he already made also his official debut with the first team of Inter. Going back there, I don't know. I really don't know. So, it's Peter is telling us it's because Giuntoli is playing who blinks first. With the sunglasses, we can play that game really long. And with the sunglasses of Giuntoli, because we will never know if he's blinking or not. Teams know Juve is in a weak bargaining position. Could be. That's the negative side of the story, but I think there is also another side. Tariq is going towards that. Our players aren't desirable as we wish. But there is one missing link. Bad news for Salkat. Kshef is saying, no, not good. They know we need to sell, so they try to go lower. But you are all of you are looking at the same side. We are weak, and they want to lower, and they don't want to increase. But there is one missing link. If we want really to understand, we need to check both sides. What you are saying is correct, but there is also another side. Ali Reza, Nasiri, bad luck. They were both injured last year and didn't play as much as we wanted. And they already have high salaries for loaning, and they are too expensive for their performance. This is about these players, I agree. AJ, we are taking too long probably because those deals are critical to us buying other targets. In the past, we had more money to do. This wasn't an issue, but now we are out of Champions League and have less money. Yes, we are taking time. Here we are going towards a version where it's Juventus that is taking time. Juventus they don't want to agree that fast as we did in the past, because in the past, probably, yes, we had a bit more money. In the past, if really want to offload a player that was not really in the plans, like Douglas Costa for free. Last year of contract for free. Matuidi for free. Higuain for free. And I can tell you so many names because at the end we had some money. We didn't care. These players, we were thinking that with a minus Valenza, a word that you didn't hear a lot. Minus Valenza, that means a negative profit. Okay, at least we are saving a big part of the salary for a player that is not anymore in the project. Now, no, because we indeed, as you are all saying, we are a bit weaker. But on the other side, I believe that Juventus is basta. Like with Kulusevski, they wanted again to go lower. I heard even 20 million if instead of the 35 that were agreed up front, then we signed him for 30. So we waited a bit longer. Kulusevski was not happy with the situation. But I believe that Juventus is a bit tired now of always going with the pants lower and saying, okay, we are obliged, we have to. No, they are waiting a bit. Then it's a risk, of course, huh? Because if you're asking, it takes longer. Exit Mercato is taking longer. That means that your entry Mercato can't start. So Mohammed is saying it's because it's still early in the Mercato. Yeah, you are one of the first ones that are telling me that it's early in the Mercato, because I read a lot of people telling me, Beppe, we're already the 17th of July and nothing happened. Everything is dead. Juventus is not moving. I believe that Juventus is really working really hard in trying to sell some players, but all what you said is correct. Huh? We are weaker. The players don't want to leave. Players with high salary. Players coming back from huge salary. From injuries. Juventus that doesn't want to go that lower, because we know that every single euro is crucial, and we know that it's important for us to maximize on these sales. So I believe that it's a combo of all of that is making that our exit Mercato, especially for the big players, is taking long. Then, if you're selling Dusan Vlahovic for 90 million euro to Paris Saint-Germain, you know that you are making a really beautiful profit of 35 million euro. And from that big sale, you know who you have to sell. And probably the players that you don't want to sell, you can keep them. If Dusan Vlahovic collapsed the deal with Paris Saint-Germain, probably it's other players that you will have to sell. And you have to start again the machine. So it's all a big one. Huh? Juve Chris. Who cares? Get rid of whoever for whatever price. We have dead weight. Can't expect to get good dollar for them. No, that's not how it works, Juve Chris. Who cares? That's what we did. That's exactly what we did years ago with, again, Douglas Costa, Higuain, Matuidi. These are the three players that comes in mind. I don't know by heart which other players, but there were more that we just let go for free and look at the situation we are in today. No. You can't. Look, the list of players that are unwanted, like Giuseppe is saying, are a lot, are really a lot. I will try to keep the Telegram group close to me. Attenzione. No, nothing. 1144 was the last one. Alfredo Bedula was also speaking about Højlund. He said, Højlund is Juventus and Inter's market dream. I'm not convinced that Højlund is the dream of Juve, but anyway. But it's valued at 60 million euros. So far, the only club to have taken steps in Manchester is Manchester United. The Bianconeri could afford the Danish player only in case of the sale of Vlahovic. I believe that it makes totally no sense to go for Højlund at that price. Makes totally no sense. That would be a huge mistake. But a huge one. For me, Højlund, no. The votes are closed now with who won? Yes, Beppe, do it. You don't care, of course. It's not your money. You don't care. Even if we have to pay full salary, you don't want to see the face of Arthur in the club. And you don't care. I know you don't care. But it makes sense. We are supporters. It's not our money. So who cares about it? Mikey Mazzarese, could it be because of the quality of the players we are trying to get rid of? Not the most wanted players in the world. Oh yeah, of course. Even if, ragazzi, Zakaria is not a bad player at all. Zakaria is not a bad player at all. Arthur is not a bad player. But the disaster 2 years with Juve, the injuries after that, the player that I didn't even see in big shape today. I didn't see in big shape, but really not in big shape. Strange, huh? Strange. It will be tough. It will be really tough. Yeah, but it's an add up of everything. Then we are in a situation. I told you, if you are expecting a bit Mercato, a total makeover of Juve, starting with the coach, with the sporting director, with the players. I think I already warned you, and Mercato would not be great. And we are today the 17th. I told you also the other day, for entries, I will go on holiday, I will come back, and I tell you, nothing will happen in entries. Maybe we will sell some players, but no entries. Well, Cecilia is going with a question. What about Kessié? Kessié, or Kessie, I don't know how you want to call him, is a player that that is interesting, and let's say, Giuntoli has his eyes on him. Allegri has the eyes on him. It's really a typical player of Allegri that he likes. But at the moment, these voices are, I believe, a bit too much in anticipation. Why? Because Kessié would be a possible sub of Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba, that at the moment is between two choices. Or the first one, to accept Saudi Arabia. And I know that Rafaela Pimenta, is open for a deal in Saudi Arabia. Of course, he would have earned 5 times more than what he's earning today at Juventus. And that's one way. And they are still not giving up Saudi Arabia. And he's still thinking about it. Not because he wants to go there in Saudi Arabia, but because I believe that after the year of Pogba, and we can even say the years of Pogba, he lost a bit of confidence in himself. A bit scared mentally to push, to go. Will he be again the Pogba that he is thinking that it is? So big question there, to be honest. But there is another option that is able to convince a bit Juventus that he can be still part of Juventus 23-24, but Juventus want a bit more guarantee. So they are asking him to lower that fixed part of salary and to increase the bonus part to arrive, if all objectives are met, to the same salary, which would be really, really smart from Juventus. If you have to keep him, at least you are saving cost. So you see, Pogba has two options, or going and earning 5 times more, or lowering his salary. Huge, huh? It's a huge, difficult discussion for someone that is at the moment probably losing a bit of certainties in himself. So we'll have to check and monitor that. But if Pogba would leave, Juventus would have already asked him to start really thinking seriously about it. And if he leaves, a player like Kessie can come. A player like Kessie that could be the potential replacement of Dusan, of Paul Pogba. And there is also another name, of course, the one of Udinese, Samardzic, other profile that is monitored by Juventus. Now, ragazzi, there is our friend, Azzurre Juve, 20 months as a family member, 20 months on the channel. What is Azzurre Juve saying? Beppe, Giuseppe, it sounds nice to hold out for money or for more money like players like Zakaria and Arthur, but when they have not performed, interest is less. And you may only 1 or 2 low offers. Waiting won't always get better offer. It's true, huh? That's why I said it also in the poll, huh? It's a risk that you are taking. It's a real risk. Waiting is risking. Now, if for Zakaria, they offered you at a certain moment 13 million euro. No. If Juventus is asking 30, maybe Juventus is exaggerating. So a midway at 18, 19, 20 million euro would be possible. I think that you have to try at least. Then, of course, keeping too long is difficult. But that's actually what they are trying to do. Keeping July for the exit strategy to really understand how much can we offload of all the players, and August to start. And it will be super late, we know it. It will not be a fantastic mercato to start having these people. There is Softy that is asking me, is Nicola Balice a reliable source? Okay, I will tell you something about reliable source before telling you if yes or no he is a reliable journalist. I believe that at a certain moment, Nicola Balice, that is writing for Corriere, Romeo Agresti, Giovanni Albanese, Fabiana Della Valle, these are all doing the same job. They are working for a paper or an online site, like Romeo Agresti is working for Goal, the other one for Gazzetta dello Sport. Guido Vassiago is now director of Tutto Sport, so you have people under him, and so on and so on. They are all doing the same work. They are not there to lie. They have a way of writing depending. Some people are taking care more about the Mercato, some people are taking care more about writing articles, but here Nicola Balice is taking care of Mercato Juve. These people are in contact with Juventus as a club. They have their own sources in terms of agents of players and so on and so on and so on. These players that we are mentioning, we are not speaking about, J Mercato or about Paolo Nonmollo or Matteo Spock. These are not sources. These are people online that are just putting rumors there. But here we're speaking about professional people that are playing their career. These people are all reliable, but how can I say? For example, Arthur. I'm just saying an example now. Arthur has an agent. That agent has good contacts with Nicola Balice. It's an example. Well, Nicola Balice will be the fastest one and probably the most accurate one on Arthur. While maybe Romeo Agresti has absolutely no contacts with the agent of Arthur. The day after, we are speaking about, Lukaku. Well, let's say, give me a name. Giovanni Albanese, for example, has really great contacts with the entourage of Lukaku, because when Gazzetta dello Sport, when he's going to the offices there, he knows someone, so I believe it's more like, what kind of news are they really pushing? Are they really sure about? Are they pushing for and insisting for a few days? And I believe that these journalists are really, you can't say, I see a lot of time on Twitter, people are using like the moon that is full, that means it's really reliable. Then the moon with a quarter that is in shadow, it's reliable, but attenzione, the half moon, the three-quart shadowed moon, and then the dark moon. I don't believe in these kind of things. When we are speaking about real journalists, when they have their job, we are speaking about professionals again. It depends on the news. But Nicola Balice is a real professional. I have his WhatsApp number. He's a really nice guy, super nice person, and he's doing a beautiful job. Then if you tell me now, Softic, what is the news that he just said, then I can tell you. What I don't like that much, it's calciomercato.com, that is one that is throwing everything on that, because calciomercato.com is an online site, and they are putting everything and nothing. They have no filter, but that's their strategy. And Nicola Balice, a lot of time, they are taking news from him. I believe, he's also an editor on Calcio Mercato. He's not the director, but he's also writing for them. That's also his job. But yeah, he is. So that's a bit the story about who is reliable, who is not reliable. I believe that, look, Fabiana Della Valle was fantastic on Dusan Vlahovic, because probably she knew someone, the agent, the management, maybe inside Juve, someone that told her about Dusan Vlahovic before everyone. That's what I want to say. But thank you, Azzurri Juve, for 20 months. And then let me go to Anthony Trimboli. He's saying, Beppe, proud to be member of 12 months, 1 year. Happy birthday, Anthony Trimboli. Keep up the great work, my friend. I hope to see us return to the top of Serie A and back to Europe next season. Thank you, really appreciate it, Anthony. You know that I know you since really, really long, more than 1 year. And I'm super happy that you're there. Yesterday I had some words, not really words, because I don't like to fight, but there was a misunderstanding. That's why I don't really always like the text messages, because when you are texting, sometimes you have interpretation about, but he said it that way. I believe he's saying it with irony, with arrogance. He's not respecting my opinion. But then we talked on Telegram, on DM, and Anthony's fantastic. It's just that Anthony is, at the moment, absolutely not happy with the situation of our club, which I totally respect and understand, because that's not the Juventus that we are used to, especially from the last years. And we see that Juventus, in the last years, were doing mistakes, another mistake to compensate the mistake that we did. And today on the 17th, or no, in Belgium, in Europe, it's already the 18th of July. We see no signs of Juventus going towards the right direction, because the names that we are reading from Lukaku, from Kessié, are not the one that we were dreaming about, are not the Giunto list name that we were expecting. And who were we expecting? Who? Not me, because I told you it would not be a beautiful one. But people were expecting the names like Kvaratskhelia immediately, like Kim Min-jae, la Osimhen, why not? But that's not really possible today. You know that he worked 8 years at Napoli. I don't know about the contract details, but when a sporting director is working for a club, that means that club is the employee of that person. It's not like a player that is giving the performances, stop, he leaves. No. A sporting director is working for a club. It's an employee. And he also has a lot of things, details, small letters in the contract. And there are an extra added page about confidentiality, that you can't, for X amount of years, reveal publicly what you are doing, what you are working on. You can't reveal some secrets inside, and so on and so on. Well, I believe, and I can't promise you, but also here, the players, that, because we know it, at the end, De Laurentiis freed him. I believe that the players that he was publicly following for Napoli, the list that he had, of course, it's a smart man, probably he has a hidden list for him. But the players that he was following for Napoli, I'm nearly convinced that these players, probably for 2 years, he can't go for them. Because that's the agreement that he made, maybe with De Laurentiis. Okay, you free me from 1 year, but all the list that we were discussing, that I already showed you, that we were following for Napoli, well, you, De Laurentiis, paid me to follow these players. I can't bring them now to Juve, because it's like I was working for Napoli, and now all that work will benefit Juve and would make them easier. That's why, ragazzi, I'm really thinking that he has to start from scratch. Of course, it's not stupid, huh? He knows a lot more players. Not all the players of the world were followed by Napoli, but I believe in these kind of things. Soraz, La Repubblica is saying Intercurva asked for a meeting with Quadrado to explain their values to him. Where are we going? Fans going above management. But you know, I don't know what to comment here. I don't know what to comment here. I don't know what to comment. For me, it's stupid. What kind of values will they explain? Don't simulate. Don't jump. Maybe you had to do it also with Barella and with Lautaro first to start with. No, because if you will tell to Quadrado, don't simulate because we don't accept that at Inter, maybe look at your home first before starting to speaking about Quadrado. Anyway, no, at a certain moment it makes totally no sense. Let me check, because we have here Stefano Castelli. Stefano Castelli, thank you, Beppe, for everything. Season 23-24 is ours. Mamma mia, Stefano Castelli. That's an unpopular one. If you are looking a bit at the trend of the last days, that's a real unpopular one, because not a lot of people are really following you on that one. With is ours, but thank you, Stefano Castelli. 20 months with us. Mamma mia, that's really long. Stefano Castelli, that not always is writing a lot in the chat, but is there, loyal, giving the support when needed. Thank you, Stefano. Really, really appreciate it, my friend. Seriously, appreciate it. If you want me to say if 23-24 is ours, I can't answer you today. For me, that's impossible today to give you that answer, for a simple reason is we just signed Wea. I have no idea about the players. Look, today on the Purple streaming platform, we were doing a small game. I will show you. I will show you the game that we were doing. Wait, let me add a window capture. Let me add a window capture. It was quite fun. I have to admit, it was quite fun. But here it is. Wait, let me take it here. We will not do it again because we already did it, of course. But we were playing a small game of wait up. Maybe I have to insert a small column here so that we are better in the middle. Okay, I don't know if you're able to read it or not. But we did like a 25 plus a wild card. The players that we would bring to USA if we were Allegri, between being obliged or not, between injuries and so on and so on and so on. Look, we were already at 25 players here, plus we had 44 players. 44 with some players like Ranocchia that is already gone, Sekulov that is already gone. So let me change them. I will put them in what color can we put them? The players that are gone. I will put them here, like this. You know, these two are officially already gone. Ranocchia, Sekulov. We are waiting for the other ones. De Sciglio is injured. So we took some decision here on these players to keep them out for USA. It was honestly, it was a really nice live today. But you see, we are a lot, huh? We are extremely a lot. And here we have Perin, Pinzolo, Szczesny, Bremer, Danilo, Gatti, De Winter, Rogani, Huijsen, Cambiaso, Weah, Alexandro, Locatelli, Fagioli, Nicolussi, Pogba, Rabiot, Rovella, Chiesa, Ealing Jr., Kostic, Kenan Yildiz, Milik, Vlahovic, and Moiskin. So all these players except of Ranocchia and Sekulov, they're all still in the club. All still in the club. So I don't know. And we are not even talking about some players that can leave from this list. After USA, we don't know. So after that, I will tell you if yes or no we are in the run. For me, it's a bit too early to tell. We didn't change the coach. We didn't change players except of Weah and Quadrado. Yeah, of course. We let Cambiaso come back. Rovella, yes. But I don't know. Let's see. I'm curious about that. In the meanwhile, we had some people that became members, like our friend that unfortunately I can't read the name. If you can help me, that would be fantastic, but sincerely fantastic. At the moment, I will call you K, because I can't read the name. Kenneth? No, it's not Kenneth. I don't know. I can't. I would love to, but anyway. Really appreciated, my friend, that you became a member. But also MMA, that is offering 5 memberships to the people in the channel, to Chunky Slims, to Di Santo, to Juve Sebastiano, to Aldo Bonaso, and to Mirza Salihovic. 5 persons that received a fantastic gift from our friend MMA. I will go to Roma, MMA, between the 20th and the 25th. If you are in Roma, let me know so we can see each other, because I know that MMA always tells me, Beppe, when we are in Italy, when we see each other, when can we see each other? I know that it's going a bit later, I think, for the Milan game, if I'm not wrong. At the moment, I didn't decide yet if I will go or not. But I will be in Roma, MMA. But really appreciate it. Really, really sincerely appreciate it, my friend. That's really a honor to have you here. It is Kaloyan, love from Bulgaria. Kaloyan, grazie Kaloyan. And then it's not over, because we had other members on the channel. I already told about Stefano Castelli. I said thank you to MMA. I said thank you to Kaloyan. And now Nirai, 8 months. Long time no chat, Beppe. Cheers. Popcorn, eggs, waffles, pancakes, donuts, croissant, and the chicken. Why not? Why? Nira is cooking. I believe that now we can say it. If we are looking at all I will put it again here so that you can see it. Nirai is cooking. Popcorn, eggs, waffles, pancakes, donuts, croissant, and chicken. Guys, Nirai is cooking. It is what it is. It is what it is. Juve Sebastiano said, put Sandro out and Nonje in, and you had to be there on Twitch earlier. Now it's too late. The people of Twitch decided. Why not give Rovella a spot? Where? Carmine, where? Rovella is there. We have put Rovella. Wait, where is he? Rovella. I'm checking for Rovella. Here. Ah, I know. It's my fault. Okay, here. Rovella is here. Rovella is here. We have taken Rovella with us in USA. Of course, Rovella will stay. I believe he will stay. I believe he will be a player that will also... Oh, ragazzi, today I was watching some images. You know that Rovella and Cambiaso gave me a really, really good impression today. Honestly, if we are looking at the pictures of today, look at... Danilo with a mustache. Federico Chiesa. Timothy Weah. But today I saw Rovella. Good shape. I'm not surprised. Hopefully it's a guy that staying at Juve will not be that injured, because he had some injuries in the past. I would love to have him a season long without injuries, because I believe that without injuries he can be a starter of Juventus. In a three-man midfield, he can be a starter. Is it unpopular, what I'm saying? Because now I'm not saying staying at Juve. I'm even telling you he can be a starter of Juventus. Then I don't know how the Mercato will finish and so on. Ciao Pinking. Is it unpopular? It's not unpopular. As a regista, that's his role. Rando, that's his role. Yeah. I believe that at a certain moment, I believe that Locatelli will or switch to a Mezzala role, definitely. Depending also about what Pogba will do and so on. But I believe that Rovella can play a big part of the season. Then I saw also the picture here of Cambiaso, and other picture, of course, of Cambiaso. I don't know you guys, but I really saw Cambiaso in huge form, in really huge form. I saw him in a super form. Fantastic. Looks like, he said, you know what? I am going to Juve. I have to be really prepared. And I will already start training before joining Juve, being in top form for day one. He's not sure that he will stay. He's not sure that he will stay at Juve, not because he wants to or not. Of course, he wants to, but he doesn't know what Juventus will do, what are the plans for him. But I saw him in really great shape, so it's a player that I would love to test. Am I the biggest fan of Cambiaso? No. But I believe it's much better than Pellegrini. You know that I never believed in Pellegrini. Never believed in Pellegrini. On the other side, Cambiaso, it's a player that I believe in. I'm just not sure if he can be a starter of Juventus next season. What I wanted to show you, because I see that Vittorio Pirone just subscribed on the channel. Let us check if we increased a bit. Oh, three Juventini on the channel. I like that. You see, the curve is also stagnating a bit. So if it's the moment, if you want to subscribe to the channel, it's the moment to do it. It would be really appreciated. No, Cambiaso gave me a really beautiful impression. Who are the other players that impressed in this week of training? Ealing Junior, but it's not a surprise, But he impressed in the way that more than a player that can bring you money, he can even be considered a player that he can play and challenge to become a starter, which is absolutely a great news. If we are going for Holm, I really believe that Juventus, today you can't go with another team than a 3-5-2. Today you can't go with another team than a 3-5-2, but I really believe that we want to go for some elements that will allow us to go towards a four-man defense. Then if the Mercato will allow us or not, it depends, of course, of the people that we will sell. But I'm checking, family friendly here. Oh, mamma mia. Take him away. Where is he? Lukaku. Up. You see? This is the family friendly that we had. Of course, a lot of players will not stay there. Cherry and Mancini as strikers will not be part of the first team. Big question about Mattias Sule. I believe he's still on the market. That's what I hear. Barrenechea could go to Sampdoria. Nicolosi is impressing. I think that we will keep him until the end of the Mercato and then check if really there is spot for him. Do you remember what we did with Rovella last season? Keeping, even playing in Serie A 2 or 3 games with Juventus in the beginning of the season. And then at the end, okay, Paredes is coming, which was a flop, which was a mistake, but anyway, and then we changed him. Barbieri could go on loan as well. Kenan Yildiz will do the summer tour with the first team, and then he will go to the first team. Nongue was not even playing here with the first team in the first family friendly. Milik and Vlahovic, of course, they are starters, but Vlahovic, question mark. Huijsen, same as Yildiz, impressing a lot. Rogani should stay. Gatti, staying. And here you miss a lot of other players. I mean, you see how many players that we have at the moment at Juve? It's a lot, huh? It's a lot. Cecilia wants to know about Federico Chiesa. She didn't hear anything about him. Well, the news about Federico Chiesa, not a lot, huh? But here you go, Cecilia. Here you have Federico Chiesa. They're signing the shirts. So today you had a big difference, a big split between the already first team players, you can call them if you want to, stars or not stars or whatever, that arrived and went immediately to the J Medical without speaking with the fans, taking the autographs and so on. They went immediately, and after the medicals they went to take some moments like we can see here on the picture, while the youngsters like Cambiaso, like Rovella, they went first to the fans, then they did the medicals, and then they came back again. So twice to the fans, which I believe was really, really nice. Giratina 70, keep Chiesa is the message. Salcat, Beppe, I will be at the game in LA versus Milan next week. What's the best way to send you content live from the event? LA, Milan, I will, that's the second one, huh? That's the second game. I will be back in Belgium. What's the best way? You can send it on Instagram. But Instagram I can't save them. The best way is through Telegram. You send me on Telegram. You can send it on Telegram. That's the best way for me, also in terms of quality and so on. And I can save them immediately, because picture of Telegram I can save them, but videos no. That's the best way. Maximum flag for Juve Sebastiano. Now that became a member of the channel because of the gift of MMA. Now he decided to become a supporter, asking for the likes to the people in the chat. 191 likes, which is not bad. We are still 300 people. Can we check if we have some news in the meanwhile or not? Not a lot is moving, and we know it. In the weekdays, the slowest Mercato day is always the Monday. But attenzione, because Lazio is remaining interested in Luca Pellegrini, also because Kerkez, approached by the Biancocelesti, moved elsewhere. Oh, that's a good news. That's a really great news in the Telegram group. Fantastic. I like that news. So Kerkez is a player that they really wanted. Player that is playing in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. Apparently he moved somewhere else, so now they are still interested in Luca Pellegrini. If I'm not wrong, they were asking for 8 million euro for the option to buy. Can this be the season of Chiesa? I believe we all hope so, if he stays, of course. Huh? Because there is just one thing. Oh, we have to speak about Lukaku, by the way. If he stays. Because I saw a lot of people happy that Dusan Vlahovic possibly would collapse at Paris Saint-Germain, because Paris Saint-Germain wants to try with Harry Kane. Even if I heard then Harry Kane is not interested in Paris Saint-Germain. So they are still on Vlahovic, but if it would collapse, a lot of people are happy because we don't sign Lukaku and we keep Dusan Vlahovic. But the problem is that if you still want to sell Dusan Vlahovic, nobody else will give you 90 million euro. Nobody else will give you that money. That's way too much. way too much money. So if Dusan Vlahovic is not going to Paris Saint-Germain, and if you want to sell him, well, maybe a Bayern will take him for 60 million euro, and you are losing all the profit that you go, and you will go with a zero operation, and that's a disaster, because on top of Vlahovic, you will need to sell other players. On the other side, if it's not him, because you don't want to accept 60 million, because you can't find another team that suits him, if he refused to go in another team that is not Paris Saint-Germain, then you will have to sell other big players that can bring you money. And that's where we go back to players like Federico Chiesa, like Ealing Jr., and so on, or Bremer, and a lot of other players. You see? That's why I would love to keep Dusan. And in an ideal world, I would keep Dusan, Chiesa, Bremer, Ealing Jr., and all of the players that we all like. But financially, it's not possible. Financially, it's not possible. That's the reality. So I would pay attention, even if it's true, like Anthony Trimboli is hoping still for Saudi Arabia for Lukaku. If we are looking to Lukaku, I have inside information about Lukaku. Not where he will go, because I have no idea. But today, 7 hours ago, he posted this on Instagram. He posted this on Instagram with the caption in French, La fin. La fin in French, if I tell you verbally, la fin can mean or the end or hunger. But la fin, hunger, it's F-A-I-M, while he's using la fin, the end, with a F-I-N, with 2 dots, la fin, dot, dot, point, point. You're looking at that picture, him with an orange kind of, I need to change the wheel of the car jacket that I personally really like. Carhartt, beautiful brand. I don't know if you know the brand Carhartt, but that's a really beautiful brand. So I think it's quite fashionably. Do we know something here? We know that he's smiling, sweating as well. If you see at the shiny head of Romelu Lukaku, then he's in the car. We know that he has a license now. He can drive. He has a bob in the same color. If we are looking closely, I believe it's a bob from... No, I can't read the brand. But then you see him here. And this, because I live in Belgium, I look there and I see this is Belgium. Without any doubt, this is Belgium. Then it can be whatever city in Belgium, because we were speaking about earlier about Antwerp, that is in the north of Belgium, a bit more in the north. Can be Brussels, I don't know. Then if I look at the next picture, this is Antwerp. This is Antwerp, but I don't believe it's now in Antwerp, but this is Antwerp. Then I see here, and this is Brussels. This is Brussels, I know, because that's my childhood neighborhood. I've grown in these kind of neighborhoods. How can I know for sure that it's Brussels? First of all, because all of this, but then here there is written alimentation, bepective. Alimentation is the French word, and in Brussels, most of these kind of shops, fruit and salad shops, are speaking about fruits. Wait, before continuing, because we have some other things to investigate, so remain on the channel. I wanted to say thank you to Steve, because Steve just made a donation. And by the way, I will reveal you a secret about Steve in a second. Steve Slick, thank you. Really appreciate it, my friend. Ciao Beppe just stopped by to show you the support. I can't stay and watch today, but I wanted to say Forza Juve. It was nice to see Italy finally win a final. Looking forward to watch Juve in USA. I'm happy that you will watch the Juventus in USA. Thank you for the donation. The secret about Steve Slick, that in the coming days, I hope tomorrow, but I can't promise you because you never know with Mercato and so on. I hope tomorrow after the morning video, I will post a second video in the afternoon. And it will not be me that will talk. It will be Steve that already sent me over his video. He recorded himself, I believe, for six minutes and a half. I will post that video in the afternoon for you to see the thoughts of Steve that I already listened to like 2 or 3 times. Speaking about Allegri, speaking about the team, speaking about the season 23-24, his look that is totally different as my look, and that's why I also appreciate Steve, because even if a lot of time, like a lot of people here at Trimboli and other people, you know, we have a lot of respect for each other, we can communicate, and I also wanted on the channel to have the voice of the supporter that is also sometimes different as my opinion, and absolutely welcome. So tomorrow or Wednesday you will finally see the face, the voice, and also and especially the opinions and the ideas of Steve Flick. So if you're still here for that message, I hope you heard it. Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. But sincerely appreciate it, my friend. Now, I wanted to go to Marcello that is saying il était au parc de Nerpede. He was in the park of Nerpede. Wait, because we saw that picture here of Internet Alimentation, Drare, this is Anderlecht, I'm sure about it. Then you move here, you see a beautiful car, look at the other car, it's a bit different, and then you see here. No. Oh. Ah, this is the picture I was looking for. And when I see that picture, ragazzi, when I see that picture here, ciao Mimmo, I love you, my friend. When I see that picture, I say, I know that spot. It's not the first time. I know that spot. It's in Belgium for sure, but it's also in Anderlecht. I know that spot. For sure. You know how far it is from where I live? This is exactly 4.3 kilometers by car from when I live. 4.3. I know that spot because it's Nerpede. Nerpede, you have a kind of a small lake, and a lot of people are running around that park. I know because I did it. I did it, unfortunately, but you can guess I did it twice. Or I mean, I did it, I tried, I gave it twice the chance. And as you see the results, I gave up really fast. But I remember these kind of here, you know, these kind of borders and so on and so on. So I was really curious, and I said, you know what, let me check. No, not Bello Ketchup. Not Bello Ketchup, but here. Nerpede, Anderlecht. It's really close to me. It's that kind of lake here that you can run around and so on and so on. You see a lot of people are just running around it. I know I did it for really long. You can run and so on and so on. But then you see that there is another picture here. Wait, let me show you. Can I find it fast or not? In that format, I'm scared that I will miss. But anyway, I have it on Twitter. I will show you on Twitter, on my Twitter. Because I had that picture here. Let me go up. So you see, here is Lukaku, and here is the Nerpede Park. This is another perspective. Don't tell me, but here there is wooden planks, and on the picture of Lukaku, it's not wood. I know, it's another perspective, but anyway, it's the same. Look at the metal thing. 1, 2, 3 bars with a wooden plank on top. Here, 1, 2, 3 with a wooden plank on top. It's the same. It's the same place. I know it perfectly because I went there to run, and when sometime I want to do a walk, sometimes I go there with my family. It's nice. It's a nice place. There is also, you know, some activities around. It's nice. So I recognized him. And I said, Mamma mia, he's there. No, it's not AI Photoshop. It's not AI Photoshop. It's reality. He's there. Now, of course, I have no idea when he was there. But just to tell you, he's there. La fin, the end. But the end of what? And that's the big question that at the moment I have no idea about. The end of what? MMI is giving us a donation. He's saying, Beppe, ciao Beppe, do we have any big name in the radar? If I tell you the big name that we have in the radar, people will kill me. The big name at the moment is Lukaku. The second one is Kessié. Some people are speaking about Højlund. I really don't believe in Højlund, but seriously, I don't believe in it. But these are the names at the moment. The entry mercato, it will depend on how much we will sell. At the moment, I believe that for 10 more days, there will be no big names. No. You can sleep tranquillo. MMA. I'm sorry, because I know you were expecting it. Fantastic super sticker from Dospi. Grande Dospi. That is using a really beautiful sticker. I can't pin it, but it's it's the running hippopotamus. I don't know if this is because I don't know if it's a hidden message that Dospi is sending to Romelu Lukaku or not. I have no idea, but here it's looking like a shape. So can you give me please your explanation about what does that mean? La fin. With Weston McKennie, of course, that is liking it. And just to make even more people going mad and crazy. What does he mean with la fin, the end? What does that mean? Look, it's Weston McKennie that is liking it. He's definitely going. Where, Michel? Going where? At home? Buying bread? To Saudi Arabia? To Inter? To Chelsea? By the way, Chelsea already officially said that he will not go with the team in USA. Because they also have a summer tour in USA, so he will not go with them. Michel is believing that he will go to Juve. I'm curious. I'm really, really curious. I drink my beers there with my colleagues. So Saraz knows the place as well, you see? David, Beppe, Lukaku does that on purpose. He is watching your live streams too. Of course. He knows, of course. He's doing it on purpose to tell Beppe, come and run as well. You need a bit of run. But I could, because people told me, take the car, Beppe, we'll go there. But if I see that in the same picture that he's posting, you see him once in Brussels, once you see him in Antwerp, when you see him in the car, I don't know where, changing the wheel of the car, I think that I would go to Neerpede and there would be nobody there. But anyway, I recognize the spot just to tell you that there were a few days that he was here. Maybe he went to London again because he needs to train. I have no idea. But he will not go to USA with Chelsea. That's a fact. Vincenzo Correale, grazie per la donazione. Thank you for the donation, Vincenzo. Hi, Beppe. What do you think about Kessié to Juve? Look, it's a good topic. Kessié to Juve. And then I will speak about... no, let me first say thank you also to Cash. Cash, 8 months on the channel, but much longer as a subscriber of the channel because he was there since video 1. Cash was there since video 1. So he's there since the creation of GJustjuve. But as a member for 8 months. Beppe, what is happening? Kessié to Juve. Okay. Paul, about Kessié. We will check. And then I will give you, of course, my opinion, Vincenzo. But let's speak about it. To Juve. Okay. So, yes. On loan. Yes, on loan, of course. If Pogba leaves, yes. Wow, that's so. No. As easy as that. Yes, on loan. Yes, on loan. If Pogba leaves. Or no. Simple as that. Three options. Let me say thank you as well to our friend Abai Kurana. 20 months on the channel with triple heart. I hope the triple heart shows us the 3 goals that we will score in that first game against Barcelona, even if it means totally nothing these summer games. But, of course, winning is always nice. My opinion, while you are voting, my opinion about Kessié. It's a player that probably I didn't appreciate it enough when he was at Milan. Probably I didn't really focus on him, and I didn't really understood the importance of that player in the midfield of Milan. But without him, I started to see a really big, huge gap of Kessie. Kessie that I never understood really his move to Barcelona, even if he had an injury that didn't help him to play really, really well at Barcelona. I didn't understand because that's absolutely not a Barcelona player. But it's a physical player, and I, for a reason or another, I always thought when he was at Milan already that he was 30, 31. Seriously, huh? The guy is super young. The guy is still 26 in the full maturity of his career. He's a player that physically is strong, can go up, can go down. He's a beast, never gives up. Of course, he had that injury at Barcelona. That's maybe also why they are maybe opening to let him go on loan. Look, if really Pogba leaves because he can't anymore, because he realized that he can't promise us to be a physical interior player, it's a player I would not say no. It's a player that I would not say no. It's not the player that I will go and I will buy the shirt or whatever. If Pogba leaves, I'm not saying no. Can play as a defensive midfielder, can play as a mezzala on the right side, can play in a two-man midfield, can play in a three-man midfield, still young, energy, runs, that a midfield, I can't see, I will say something unpopular, especially for me as a Locatelli fan, but a midfield, I'm not speaking about Pogba, so Rabiot on the left, Rovella as a regista, and Kessié on the right side, I'm not saying no. I am not saying no. Chef is leaving us. Chef is leaving us because he has to go to a meeting. Grazie for the donation, Chef. Chef is saying, Beppe, I'm heading out to a meeting. Keep up the great and positive work. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve, our club, will bounce back stronger. Thank you for the donation, Chef. And enjoy your meeting while I will be sleeping. It's the same word. Meeting, sleeping is the same. I will recharge the batteries and you will put the energies there on the table. Hopefully it will be a nice one. Thank you for being here, my friend. Really appreciate it. So not again another player I would sign any or buy the shirt of or whatever. I told you, no, I didn't tell you. The only thing that I think I can already say is if he joins Kessié, I believe he can take the number 19. I already explained that story earlier today on the Purple streaming platform, but I will say it again here. Why? Small story, for people that I don't know if you remember or not, but when Kessié was at Milan, Leonardo Bonucci was at Milan, and on top of a salary, on top of a contract, on top of all the discussion that he did with Milan, he also asked for the captain armband that he received, but also for the number 19. The problem is that number 19 was on the shoulders of Kessié. And Kessié is not Cuadrado. Cuadrado, when Ronaldo came, he said, I don't care about the number 7, you can have it. If you like it, take it. I will take the 16. Waiting one day for that number 11. Well, on the other side, we have Kessié that didn't want to give that number. He said, I don't care. I don't give that number. And there were some disputes disputes. One said, no, I don't want, it's my number. The other said, yes, give me the number because it's my mark of fabric, LB19. At the end, Bonucci won. They gave him the number. So how funny would it be, or what an irony would it be that Kessié is going to Juve and he's taking the number 19 while Bonucci is not playing with the team. Strange, huh? MMA Lukaku isn't a big name, it's a big problem. Depend how you see it. A guy that played 600 games in career with over 400 goals can't be that much of a small name. On the other side, again, I repeat, for me, I don't want Lukaku. I still repeat, I don't want Lukaku. Then it's true that if you're showing me that he went to the same school as my son, ragazzi, he went to the same school as my son. When he's going to Belgium, he's running in the same park that I'm going and walking. It's a player that I am following since he was a kid at Anderlecht. But I still don't want him. No. I try to convince me in a way with emotional facts. No, I can't. Oh, go ahead. Tomorrow you present Lukaku, Juventus number 9. I will welcome him with a big smile because that's what I do for any single player on earth. But at the moment, today, I'm still not convinced. Kessié wants Barcelona or Premier League. He's not a Juventino. No grazie. But Enrico, but you can't have only Juventini. You know that Chirea, one of the biggest players of Juventus planet, there is a huge book on him. With articles. Look at that. Il Capitano. Articles. Fantastic. Everyone's speaking about him. Won the World Cup with Italy in 82. Look at that. Fantastic. Chirea as a person, as a man. Chirea, known as one of the biggest Juventini ever, if not the biggest one, in terms of exemplarity on the field, off the field, and so on and so on. Unfortunately, passed away with a car accident. But if we are speaking about Chirea was Interista as a kid. Pirlo was an Interista as a kid. Cannavaro, that some people really love, Napoli fans. So Parisi, Juventino is going to Fiorentina. So I understand that, but Kessié, I don't know. 62% of the people are saying yes on loan, take him, regardless of Pogba. 20 are saying only if Pogba is leaving. No for 18% of the people. Kessié is a beast for Johnny. Stavros, Kamada is my preferred choice over Kessié, but the loan deal is not bad. I like it. Stefano Castelli, I know most people don't want Lukaku. I feel he will do well with Allegri ball. Eddie Canales, this is the best Juventus channel for sure. I don't know if it's the best, but if you believe for you is the one that is representing you the most, I'm super happy. I like the idea of Kessié on loan plus an option a lot. Let me continue with your comments. Juve Sebastiano, I wouldn't mind Miretti being loaned out. Dry loan. I think we are going towards that direction. Your club, RWDM, played against my Hertha Berlin. 2-1 was the score, David. RWDM lost. But they also lost, not Eden, I was about to say Eden Hazard, but Kylian Hazard. Their best player, the star of the player, Kylian Hazard. So not the first Eden, not Torgan Hazard, but Kylian Hazard. The third one, the little one, le petit gars, as we say. I start to transform myself again in a Brussels, guys. Le cat, as we say. Unfortunately, he played a friendly, stupid friendly. Boom, 6 months out, at least 6 months out. Season is already nearly over for them. And they were just promoted after so many years in first division. After the teams went bankrupt, collapsed, was totally destroyed, erased from planet Earth. They started again as an amateurish team with another number. Because in Belgium you have, la matricola. You have a number that is with your club. That's actually the number of your subscription, Number 1 is the first club on earth that's subscribed, to become a professional club. Then you have 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. I believe Union Saint-Gilloise is the third club. They have Matricola number 3. RWDM has number 47. But when they went bankrupt, they lost that number. And then, of course, new clubs that are arriving, they can go with the free numbers. So someone else took that Matricola 47. And then at the end, they were able to recuperate it while they were an amateurish team. They started super low again, 5th division, amateur, After so many years, they go back in 1st division, friendly, before the season start. Boom, kaput, cassé, the biggest player. Disaster. Chunky Slim. He has to that hidden task like Rabiot. He's very physical, still young too. But I was super impressed when I heard 26. I didn't know. So did he fake his age? I don't know, Sasha. Maybe it changed. There are some players like that. They change age. Some players in history of Calcio, they change name. Do you know the story of Luciano Heriberto? I'm not speaking about Luciano Heriberto, actually it's one player. But he started his career with one name and he continued his career with another name. From Chievo to Inter, starting with Heriberto, I believe, or Luciano. I always mix both. But that's a really funny story. Do you know that story or not? Well, funny. I don't know if it's a funny story because then he went in depression because of that. That was a tough one, huh? That was a really tough story, but nice story. Player that changed his name. You want the story? You want the story? Oh, Michel. I will not tell you, but soon, really soon, I have a surprise that you will appreciate. Michel, you will appreciate that surprise. Just wait. Wait a bit. I can't tell too much because otherwise I will spoil it. You will appreciate that one. You will appreciate that one. I hope so. No, I'm ready. Wait a bit. It's not now, but wait a bit. Surprise. Beppe, Mica Audazze. Mica Audazze, ragazzi, it's il mio pallino, but also the one of Tudor. Apparently not yet from Giuntoli, so ragazzi. Then, speaking about the story of Luciano and Heriberto. Wait, Luciano Heriberto. Okay, we go. I will show you one picture. Look. This guy that you see here with the Panini story. Can we click on it? Yeah. The guy that you see here with the sticker of the Panini, you see that he has two names. Heriberto here, and then suddenly Luciano. From Heriberto to Luciano. But it's the same player. Sorry. What is it? I don't remember by heart the story, but I will try to go fast. It's not story time. It's just telling you that anecdote of the end 90s, begin years 2012. Let me check. Is it Heriberto first? Yeah, first he was called Heriberto. Okay. That player, thank you, guys. No, these are no twins. It's the same person. I explain you the story. So, Heriberto, Brazilian player, unknown, arrived at the certain moment with Chievo in Serie A. I don't go in all the details. The player, I promise you, ragazzi, is a beast. He's fast. He's top. I'm exaggerating, the kind of impact a la Kvaratskhelia, but with Chievo, so not to win the Serie A, not the same player as Kvaratskhelia, but just to tell you an impact. Fantastic player, fast, dribbling, goals. The Chievo that came in Serie A, they were doing fantastic. What a fantastic team. It was a bit, like the fairy tale Atalanta at a certain moment, or even before you had that story, a beautiful Palermo. This kind of the Leicester, that comes surprise everyone, even if here we are speaking about Chievo, they didn't win Serie A, but a really, really fantastic, beautiful Chievo. And he was one of the top players there. The problem is that he's playing 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons with with Chievo, and then they are about to sell him to Lazio because he was doing that good, that great. They're about to sell him to Lazio. Everything is agreed, and so on and so on, just missing the signature, and then he disappears. The guy totally disappears. He disappears from planet Earth. They are not able to track him. Where is he? Blah, 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 blah. Apparently, he's in total depression, kind of burnout. But the story is worse than what people are thinking. He's not burnout for football or whatever. He's burnout because actually his name is not Heriberto. He is not Heriberto. He is Luciano. He's not Heriberto. And at a certain moment, he speaks out the truth, the real story, in front of everyone. He says, I have stolen an identity, which actually have banned him for a long period and so on. Then when he went back, he played with Chievo, and then they loaned him out to Inter. He played at Inter 1 or 2 seasons. Anyway, I don't know by detail the chronology of the teams. But what happened with that name? When he was in Brazil, he really wanted to become a football player, and he had the qualities. The thing is that he went with he tried with different teams, and nobody was really interested in him. Nobody was really giving him a lot of opportunities. Looks like the dream was nearly over, but he was really a poor guy, had no money, was really having a really difficult youth. I don't remember the detail. And what happened at a certain moment is that with some agent, but really strange agents, they try to take him, like, we will promise you this, you will go in Europe. And they actually took the name of his ex-best friend, Luciano, probably because he was a bit younger, or I don't know. What was the fraud there, but Luciano was better, I don't know, or Heriberto was better or whatever. So they actually changed the names there for him being able to go to Europe with another ID and so on and so on. And he has lived the dream there with Chievo and so on until a certain moment where he couldn't anymore, lying. And he said the truth. He had a lot of problems, but that's the story of Luciano, from Heriberto to Luciano. I need to read again the chronology because it's more than 20 years ago. Huh? It's more than 20 years ago. But that was a fantastic. When he came back, he never achieved his level as when he was Heriberto. Looks like the magic of Heriberto went away. Finished player. It's a pity because it was really fantastically great. Who remembered that story of Heriberto Luciano? Or am I the only one that remembers because I'm just so old? Can be, huh? Can be. Because I'm really old. Sir Raz doesn't remember the story of Joseph Minala. But there is no story with Joseph Minala. It's just that he's looking much older than his age. Attenzione! Cena con amici. Dinner with some friend. Paul Pogba. Nicolo Fagioli. Where is Nicolo? Here. Nicolo. Locatelli Manuel. Vlahovic Dusan. Bonucci, Leonardo Bonucci is there. Mattia Perini is here. Federico Gatti is there. Then it's from the phone from Paredes. Ragazzi, it's Paredes. What is he doing there? Oh! Maybe he lost a bet and he still needed to spend a bit of money. Let's check if it's Paredes. I hope he's not watching the live because then he will see that I unfollowed him. But ragazzi, out of the team, out of the follows. So that's not Paredes. Yeah, it's Paredes. It is Paredes. It was from Paredes. Surprise. Paredes stays at Juve from Aldo Bonazo. Sir Raz is telling us, Beh, attention Cristiano Ronaldo. I won't return to European football. I am 30 years old. European football has lost Lot of quality. Only valid one is Premier League. They are way ahead of all the other leagues. It's true. We are still 241 people. We have 234 likes. If we reach 250, there is a bomba. There is a bomba. There's a bomba. Lukaku spacca Juve, Quadrado spacca Inter. Lukaku is dividing Juve, Quadrado is dividing Inter. Dividing, breaking, more breaking than dividing. But the title that I have read on Tuttosport, let me know. If you're happy with what I will read you, maximum of emotes. And we go with the emote for the members that wants to participate, of course. I want you to use the emote of Beppe Fire. Beppe Fire. If you're happy with what I will read. If not, you go with Beppe Angry, the one with the thunder behind. You know, red and white. Attenzione, I will read you. The possible swap concerns a lot of people. Not a lot of people are happy about it. But, and attenzione, the arrival of Big Rom to Torino is linked to the sale of Vlahovic. It's not over. But that option of Lukaku arriving to Juventus looks now further away. Al-Halil is again going with another offer. Al-Halil ha alzato l'offerta. Al-Halil increased the offer until 40 million euro per season. Thank you, Colo, to telling us. Tuttosport is telling us, Tuttosport, that is really close to Juventus. I repeat, that doesn't mean that they are always right, but they are saying that, of course, Big Rom to Torino depended of Dusan Vlahovic, but now, as it looks, Big Rom looks further away from Juventus than a few days ago. Attenzione, I want a maximum of emotes with your expression. If you can't use the emotes because you're not a member of the channel, it's also good. Let me know what you think with yes, happy, or no, sad. We want Lukaku. But I see a lot of people with a fire, Pepe, because this is what we are speaking about at the moment. Now we are reading that our friend Romelu Lukaku is further away from Juventus. He's going smaller and smaller, and at a certain moment he will totally disappear from the screen. Ciao, Romelu Lukaku. Juventini won. The voice of the 20 supporters of J Medical this morning was heard, apparently. The Cristiano Giuntoli was in La Continassa, in the J Medical, and he heard the protest of the 20 supporters that said, Noi Lukaku non lo vogliamo. Noi Lukaku non lo vogliamo. We don't want Lukaku. We don't want Lukaku. So apparently Lukaku is further away from Juventus. Attenzione. Attenzione. Tomorrow I'm happy. Oh, it will be. Tomorrow I will put again a Lukaku topless. Or maybe Lukaku with a shirt of Chelsea, or maybe Lukaku Saudi Arabia. I have absolutely no idea. Maybe with a shirt of Al-Hilal. Is it Al-Hilal or Al-Halil? It's Al-Hilal. Al-Hilal. Ragazzi. You see, stay on the channel when the papers are out, because you never know what's happening. 259 likes. We hit the target of the likes, so I revealed you the bomba. Oh, ragazzi, you say it's not a bomba. This is a bomba. He was about to arrive at Juve. Aman, are we celebrating minus at least 20 goals a season? But that Aman looks like Aman was a Lukaku believer. He was a believer of Lukaku, looks like. But people they didn't want Lukaku. I tried in a way to explain them that it was not as bad. I didn't want him, but not as bad as a lot of people were making it, because I believe it was a bit an exaggeration. Attenzione, because the one that was really informed has always been Corriere dello Sport. Let's see what narrative Corriere is telling us about Lukaku. Il gioco di Lukaku. The game of Lukaku. What? Why is Lukaku always topless on every single page? Why is Lukaku always topless? There is not a single day where Lukaku is not topless on a page. Anyway, let's read. Big Rom is extending in his holiday and is pushing for a turn in his career. The game of Lukaku. He's not going to the Retiro of Chelsea. He is waiting for Juve. With, again, Corriere dello Sport is not giving up. They are persevering. Giuntoli, 72 hours to bring the Belgian player to Allegri. 72 hours from, we don't exactly know. Now, probably yes. So we are the 18th. 24, 48, 72. That's why? Because they want to bring him in USA. They want to give him as a gift to Allegri to bring in USA. 72 hours. The striker is posting a video in the swimming pool with the sun. But who cares? While the Bianconeri are wishing and hoping for the yes of Paris Saint-Germain for Vlahovic. A key because Vlahovic to PSG is the key for the future of Mbappé, Ekitike, and Romelu Lukaku. Here, Tuttosport is saying that he's further away. Here they are saying that he's 72 hours and he can become a Juventino. Which one do we have to believe? I have absolutely no idea. Can we check Gazzetta dello Sport, please? Can we check Gazzetta Sport? First page. Supporters are protesting. Look, mais putain de... Mais why is Lukaku always topless? I want a valid explanation. I really want, I need, this is my life that is depending on it. Why is Lukaku always naked on... Give him a Juve shirt then in that. If you're putting Cuadrado in an Inter shirt, put him a Juve shirt. What is the problem? Why every single day Gazzetta dello Sport is putting Lukaku topless? Why? 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 I need to understand. Is there someone that is, I don't know, someone, a science person or someone that can go and investigate in this? Because this is really a problem. Look, Lukaku is always topless. Then I can kind of understand that you are using, because this is the picture that he posted on his, or that's the video that he posted on Instagram. Why not? Even if, ragazzi, you can use all the pictures in the world, huh? But here, okay, wait, let's read and then we go to Bomba News. Bomba News. Bomba News. Bomba News. Supporters protesting. Juve and Inter. Polemics on the choices of the Mercato. Lukaku. Noi non lo vogliamo in bianconero. So the song of the supporters this morning in the medical. Al-Halil increased the offers from 30 to 40 million euro. Cuadrado was the anti-nerazzurro and is now the alternative to Dumfries. The Ultras are asking a face-to-face with Cuadrado. The Ultras are totally crazy. I don't understand it. Morata going to Inter. Sommer can be the post Onana. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Let me say thank you to our friend Mohamed Youssef. Mohamed Youssef that just offered 5 memberships on the channel, and attention, because then there will be a bomba. Offered 5 of them to randomly Amer Itani, to Helicopter, to Rando Alwi, to Tomsi Bungsu, and to Jose Pablo Enriquez. Guys, say thank you to our friend Mohamed Youssef. Thank you, my friend. Really, really, really appreciate it. Really. You know it, huh? You know. Bomba News. You want the Bomba News? You want the Bomba News? We go with the Bomba News. Ciao Aldo, attenzione. Giulia Grosso good, I agree. By the way, Giulia Grosso could potentially be in the Mercato, not in the summer, but maybe winter or next summer. Let's see. That's another discussion. That's not the bomba. The bomba is speaking about a young player. A young player that could possibly change the destiny of Juve in terms of how we could possibly play. At the moment, we have no other alternatives to play with a 3-man defense. But there is a player that could possibly give us a support, a help to switch from 3 to 4, from 4 to 3. to be able to change both systems, which the club really wants to go through. It will be tough because there is competition on the player. And at the moment, without selling all the players that we already mentioned so much in the video, it's difficult to sign players. We already missed Parisi. We choose to not go for him because we had a lot of players on the left side, but the right side is still a problem because today, or you adapt again a Danilo as a right back, or you have only Weah, which is not enough. So you really need another player on the right side. Today, Nicolas Kira is telling us that there will be a meeting between Juventus and Spezia to talk about Emil Holm. Juve is really interested in the Swedish player. Juventus as a club, Giuntoli as well. At the moment, Spezia, that is going to second division, they know that there is competition. Not Inter anymore, because with Quadrado, they have Dumfries, Quadrado on the right side. They don't need anybody anymore. But there are still other teams on him. Juventus is considering the request of 15 million euro that has always been the same since the end of the season, where Juventus started to ask information, has always been the same. Well, Juventus is still asking now for a meeting, face to face. We talk about it. We tell you what we have. Immediately, we tell you what we can possibly have at the end of the Mercato if we are able to sell X, Y, Z. We have some players, like Barbieri, that we can put in the deal, but we want Holm because we believe in him. Because it's a player that can change not only the defense, but especially the front, giving again a smile to Federico Chiesa. Because he could play possibly in a 4-3-3 on the right side, with on the left Ealing Jr. as a starter. With up front, I don't know who. Maybe Lukaku, maybe Dusan Vlahovic, maybe Milik, maybe Wahi, maybe Mikau Datse, maybe Morata, we don't know. But in the middle, we can have possibly Kessié, Rabiot, Rovella, or maybe Pogba, Locatelli, Fagioli. In defense, we can have Danilo, Bremer, Holm, Cambiaso. Jan van Engeland doesn't like Holm. Frank Nieder. No, Frederick, sorry, I said Frank. Frederick Brent Nieder. Hey, it's true. He's not Swedish. He's Danish player. What is Nicolas Kira saying? Indeed, he's a Danish player. Why is this? Nicolas Kira is writing. Wait, expected a meeting today between Juventus and Spezia to talk about Emil Holm. Juventus are interested in the Swedish right fullback. Yeah, okay, but maybe it's another one, huh? What is he now? Is he Swedish or is he Danish? Oh! Is he Swedish or Danish? Wait, we will check because now there is some doubts. Emil Holm. He's not even in the top list here of transfer market. He's Swedish. He's Swedish. He played in Denmark, but it's a Swedish. Okay, We are good. We are good. Swedish player. Swedish player. Frederick is saying he played in Denmark. Dosby is from Sweden. Jan, I like Parisi. I wanted Parisi. It's just not possible, Jan. It's not Juve messed up bad. Look, I already explained that story so many times. It's a player that you want. It's a player that you are on, that you are following, that you already talk with the family. The family was aware. The family said he wants to go to Juve because he's a Juventino, because the father is a Juventino. You go to, what was his club? Empoli, and we know it. The president of Empoli has always been like that. He's telling you, because you are Juve, I increase the price. As simple as that. You are Juventus, I increase the price. For Juventus, I'm asking 18 million euro, and I want Ranocchia. Juventus is saying, at the moment, I can't allow myself to give you 15 plus 3 or 15 plus Ranocchia. I can't, because at the moment, because myself, because of the mistakes I did in the past, at the moment on the left side of the field, because I think people do not realize this. Wait, that we have at the moment all these players who can play on the left side. Potentially, Danilo, 1. Huijsen, 2. Speaking about the left side, not the same position, of course. Cambiaso, even Weah. Alexandro can play on the left side. And these are all players that are a bit more defensively. Weah is a bit more offensive. Cambiaso can play a bit the same position as Parisi. But then you still have, on top, you have a Niling Jr., you have a Chiesa that is on the left, you have a Kostic on the left, you have a Yildiz that can play on the left. Again, different players. But the left side of Juventus at the moment is full of players. But really, really, seriously full of players, with too many players. And at the moment, you are saying them, if you are asking 18, we can't. Then, if Fiorentina is going and is giving them 10 plus 1 and they say yes, look, on that one, I'm not pissed off with Juventus. I'm not. I can't be pissed off with Juventus on that specific one. That we should have signed him in a way, yes. But if you're asking me 18 and you're asking 10 to another, no. Sorry, I don't play that game. First of all, because at the moment I can't, so they ask even to Parisi, wait a bit longer. I will not change idea on that one. Then you can say, we messed up so bad. Yeah, maybe. But in my values, no. I'm sorry. That's who I am. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know if tell me your opinion, guys. If I explain you the story like that, Juventus, we need to sell, and at the moment we can't sell because they can't leave. So we need a bit more time. We have a new sporting director that is coming. Now, we already made so many mistakes. Oh, and then Parisi is a good player. Let's not say it's the new Roberto Carlos today. Let's not exaggerate neither. We are speaking, looks like we are missing, I don't know who, the Cafu. Calma. But it's a good player that I personally liked. I think that he has margin to grow, beautiful potential. I prefer Parisi than Cambiaso, so it's a player that I wanted. I always praised him. Now, I'm sorry, if sincerely, tell me if I'm wrong, if I think wrong, I don't know. You can tell me, Beppe, you're wrong. It's easy to speak with the money of someone else. And Kostic is trash is the question, is the answer from Michael Raso. I don't agree with that. Stavros, I agree. Serie A teams is putting us in a difficult spot with different and disrespectful treatment. I do think Parisi was a missed opportunity for Cristiano. Definitely understand, but would have been great to have Parisi. Oh, 100%, huh? Running sausages. Beautiful nickname. 100%. Would have been nice to have Parisi Cambiaso. Look, we messed up. Alexander is still there. He doesn't want to leave. We messed up, apparently, because we gave him the amounts of games needed for an automatical renewal. Disaster. This one is of Max Allegri and only on Max Allegri. Huge, enormous mistake. That's the situation. You can't just add players. I agree with Ahmed. For me, I tell you the truth, I would give €0 to Italy, because every single time they are treating us like that. Every single time. But it's the same for Inter. Oh, you go to Sassuolo and don't tell me that we didn't try. There were pictures of Manna with Sassuolo. You go, they are asking you for Fratesi, €40 million. 40 million euro. They go with Milan, they go with Inter, blah, 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 blah. At the end, they give him to Inter for how much? 25 plus Mulattieri to pay in 3 different years and so on and so on. They speak with Roma. They signed like 2 young players, I don't know, in front of microphones, publicly. Carnevale is telling you, but if we can help a friend club like Roma, of course we should help. You know that they took us 10 points because apparently we were creating a system to generate plusvalenza with friends, club friends, affiliated clubs. That's why they punished us. That's why they took us away. First 15, then 10 points. But then you have Carnevale that is saying Roma is obliged to do 30 million euro of plusvalenza. Otherwise, they would have received a ban of European competition, because that's the agreement they made with Seferin. They needed before the 30th of June to do 30 million euro of plusvalenza. On papers, what do you read? Bravo. Roma, magic. They will do plusvalenza, selling some youngsters. Fantastic. When Juventus is doing it, you are there. With broken logo on Gazzetta dello Sport, with Giuseppe Chine, that is putting microphones in the toilets of La Continassa. And there is no problem for other clubs. Oh, I would give them €0. Huh? I would give them €0. You go to Sassuolo, they ask you 40. They give it to 23, I believe, for Inter. You go for Parisi, they ask you 18. Then, Jan, if you are a type of person that you are accepting that they are fooling you, you can, huh? Oh, then in business is business, of course. I would not do it. Personally. Ciao to Parisi. I will try to suffer even 1 or 2 more years, but I don't lose my face. Let me say thank you to Luca Seminara that I didn't thank yet, because 6 minutes ago he became a member for 6 months on the channel. Ciao Beppe, just came from the gym. Grazie di tutto. You. I need to thank you, not me. Thank you, Luca Seminara. Really, really appreciate it. Really. No, I'm sorry. Beppe, I broke my tooth defending the goal in a match on Thursday. Now I look like a hillbilly. Grande Aldo. But it's okay. It's okay. Who cares? It's already more than 2 hours. We will stop now. Ronaldo has just humiliated Serie A in his recent interview. But Sir Raz was reporting a bit the worst. The first thing he said, he will not go to Europe. Europe is finished, whatever. Only Premier League is the only valid one, is miles ahead from all the other ones. That's what he said. And apparently he also said that Serie A was dead before he arrived. He came and he increased it again or whatever. Let me check the words. Let me check the right words of Ronaldo. Cristiano, Serie A. Cristiano Ronaldo, my decision to join Saudi clubs was 100% crucial to bring in new top players. It's a fact. And now he's saying that it's thanks to him. Who cares about Ronaldo? Nobody was caring about Ronaldo. Anyway, when I joined Juventus, Serie A was dead. And then after I signed, it was revived. Wherever Cristiano goes, he generates higher interest. I believe personally that Cristiano Ronaldo is correct. It's correct. Is correct in a way. And not correct in another way. I mean, he gave a fantastic boost to Serie A. A lot of attractivity, a lot of curiosity for a lot of fans, and a lot of money to all these guys like Empoli, like Inter, like Gravina, Presidente of Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio, to everyone, because sponsors increased, television rights increased for Juventus, but also for Serie A. All the tickets when Juventus was going to away games were all increasing. For the home fans of the opposition club, they were all increasing, and for the away fans as well. He brought a lot of curiosity. Nobody can do that. So Serie A for 3 years, especially the first 2 years of Cristiano Ronaldo, was actually milking Juve without taking any risks. When we had COVID and we were in problems, nobody helped Juventus. Nobody cared about Juventus anymore. And we started to have our big problems because of we were not able anymore to support that signing of Cristiano Ronaldo that was not able to bring us. But it's a story I explained so many times. Serie A did nothing than only milking the risk of Juve. And when Juventus was in difficulty, the only thing that these guys found was to punish Juve, to stalk Juve, to harass Juve, and try to demolish Juve. That's the thank you that we received for having brought Cristiano Ronaldo in Serie A. I believe he's exaggerating because Serie A was not 100% dead, but was already at that time behind Premier League and was running towards a dead. He gave Serie A a small extension of here. A little boost, a little, how can I say, virtual doubt that you are still there. That's true. But we were going towards the wall. Then COVID cancelled the Cristiano Ronaldo effect for Serie A, for the world. Nobody cared anymore. When he's saying wherever Cristiano goes, he generates higher interest, it's arrogant, but it's true. It's true. Why he's speaking about that interview, I have no idea. What was the question? Why is he speaking about it? So I can't judge too much. But the other truth is that he's a finished player to play in one of the big leagues. And I think about Premier League, he showed it. But also in other leagues where he's old now. He should have been on the bench in Portugal. And he played and he made actually a toxic environment there. Maybe he should also add that wherever he's going, he's bringing toxicity. And less harmony to your club. But what he's saying is partially right. Is partially right. But it's easy to criticize and to put yourself higher. He needs it because he's now in Saudi Arabia. He's saying that it's thanks to him, it's crucial that it's thanks to him that he's now bringing some attention to Saudi Arabia. In a way, yes, but honestly, the impact of Cristiano Ronaldo, nobody cared about Cristiano Ronaldo going to Saudi Arabia except of the first week where people were speaking about it. He totally disappeared. I believe that now Saudi Arabia is going full power, not because of Ronaldo, but because of the summer session that they are doing now with the money that they have. Being able to go with the Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, not because of Ronaldo. I don't know. He needs to be still in the game, and I believe that's why. But what he's saying about Serie A is right. But you know it, huh? I always said exactly the same. People were not believing me. People were angry with me when I was saying that. Let's support, what was it? Let's support the Italian teams in Serie A. Well, Hornet Instinct is going to bed, and that's what I will do as well. Exactly the same, going a dormire. Ragazzi, it was a nice life. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying also because then on Thursday I'm going to Roma. It's again 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to go. I need to sleep. Because tomorrow, video. I didn't even prepare my luggage. I didn't have a plan of what I will visit in Rome. I didn't prepare nothing. So if one of you guys, you already went to Rome. I went there 10 years ago, but I don't have the plan anymore. If you have a kind of plan of 4 or 5 days in Rome, what to do, where to go, tell me. Send it to me. That would be really nice. Ok? Buonanotte ragazzi. Ciao Dragunj. Ciao Stavros, Sasha, Aldo Bonaso, Amer Itani. Ciao Thomas Makluf, Jim, Frederick Brand, Stavros, Punsara, John Doe, Aldo Bonaso, Michel. Ciao a tutti. Ciao David. Ciao Helicopter. Ciao Tomsi. Ciao Mihai. Ciao Palto, ciao, grazie, forza.